Alright, what's going on, guys? Trev back again, here to bring you another video. In this one, we're going to be taking sort of a look at the concept and defining, at least in my terms, what exactly is a zombie. So the concept of a zombie originally comes from Haitian folklore, and a zombie is a mythological undead corporeal revenant created through the reanimation of a corpse. Zombies are most commonly found in horror and fantasy genre works, in which a zombie is a dead body reanimated through various methods, most commonly magic like voodoo, and then in modern media depictions of the reanimation of the dead often involve not magic but rather science fiction methods such as carriers, radiation, mental diseases, vectors, pathogens, parasites, and other scientific accidents. Now, our newer version of the concept of a zombie, made popular by such films such as the George Romero's Dead trilogy, The Night of the Living Dead, 1968, followed by Dawn of the Dead, and then afterwards by Day of the Dead, were actually originally inspired by Richard Matheson's novel I Am Legend, which was written in 1954. The word zombie is not actually used in the original Night of the Living Dead, but was later applied by fans of the series. Later, zombie films such as Dawn of the Dead and Michael Jackson's music video Thriller, 1983, the genre waned for some years. Later on sort of made a comeback. There were the kind of evolution of the zombie archetype, which came with video games such as Resident Evil and The House of the Dead in the late 90s, with a more sort of scientific and action-oriented approach, and also brought in the concept of not just slow-moving zombies, but also fast-running zombies, which were also featured and shown in the 2002 movie 28 Days Later, which sometimes we kind of think of as almost like crazies, or also referred to as fast zombies. Also noteworthy after this time was the remake of Dawn of the Dead in 2004, which was done by Zack Snyder. A very good remake, which was very popular, and I remember a lot of people really loved this one when it came out. And then the infamous British comedy Shaun of the Dead in 2004, which if you guys have never seen Shaun of the Dead, I highly recommend it. I'm not always big on comedy movies and such, but if you're a fan of zombies, I'm telling you, man, you gotta see Shaun of the Dead. Definitely a lot of fun. There was quite a few other zombie movies in the 2000s, such as Is This a Zombie? There was also Pushing Daisies and TV series iZombie. But really, I want to say, the biggest heavy hitter for the zombie apocalypse genre actually came in the form of The Walking Dead. Airing in 2010 on Halloween with AMC's The Walking Dead, based on the novel and comic book series from Robert Kirkman, Charlie Adlard, and Tony Moore. The Walking Dead, I feel, kind of took the concept of zombies and zombie apocalypse to new heights. In its 11-season run, it became basically the biggest series on TV, a very talked about series, and reached some incredible heights in terms of fandom between seasons 4 on up to about the start of season 7. So originally where zombies actually came from, or the idea of zombies, was the Haitian folklore, and then maybe what was one of the earliest movies for zombies, even before the Romero films, goes all the way back to 1932 with what might be the first zombie movie, White Zombie. But you could even go back a little bit further than that. You know, you could kind of consider Frankenstein and, you know, some other kind of science fiction, horror type characters to be very zombie-esque. But I would have to say, even though George Romero did not create the concept of an individual zombie, he did sort of create the concept of what is known as a zombie apocalypse, even though they kind of referred to them in Night of the Living Dead more as ghouls. And if you guys didn't know, there is actually a character in the original Night of the Living Dead who is named Dr. Grimes.
Dr. Grimes.
So I thought that was just kind of cool if you guys have never seen the original Night of the Living Dead. It's pretty slow by today's standards. Just a warning if you want to watch it. And I also do like some other kind of ways to kind of interpret what is known kind of in pop culture as a zombie. I like George Romero's sort of commentary, social commentary in Dawn of the Dead, where he has zombies which actually go to the mall even after they're zombified. So after they have died, become, the reanimated dead, become a zombie, they still somewhere in their consciousness, somewhere in their mind, will see themselves going to the mall, walking around different stores, possibly going up to escalators and things of this nature, just doing some of the things that were so kind of normal to them in their regular lives. And I thought it was kind of an interesting way to look at it, that he sort of used it as a commentary on materialism and on consumerism, that at this point people were so conditioned to shopping, to going to the mall, that even if they were to become a zombie, some of them would probably still go and sort of do that. And even extending out of kind of science fiction and out of horror up until the time today, it's become sort of more acceptable to refer to people, maybe in kind of a derogatory manner, as zombies. So the saying goes, if you go with the silent weapons angle, it is that those who refuse to use their brains are no different from those who have no brains. So it has sort of taken on a life of its own in referring to people that are kind of unthinking, or the unthinking majority, or the unthinking masses, who always just do exactly what they're told and never question anything, also as zombies. And so that's my recap for you guys of what is a zombie. Leave your comments below on some of your favorite zombie-related series. You guys know mine will probably always be, at this point, The Walking Dead. But I do enjoy some of the older stuff as well, too, even though some of the much older stuff is quite slow-paced. By today's standards. But leave your comments below. If you like the video, please thumb it up below. Share, favorite, and subscribe at the bottom if you're new to the channel. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you soon.